So this question here, we want to do partial fraction decomposition of this fraction here. Now I've got a quadratic here and a factored out quadratic in my denominator. So the numerator and denominator are both of order 2. So I'm going to need to do something with the coefficient of my x squared term. So what I'm going to need to do is to take out a 5, because this will give me 5x squared and this will give me x squared. So my first result will just yield the number 5. So that could be taken out, and then I'll need some building blocks from there onwards. Now I've got x plus 3, x plus 1 already factored out. So what I can do is I can use these two as my building blocks for my answer. So I'll have a over x plus 3, and my next constant will be b over this factor. So I'll have b over x plus 1. Okay, right. Now what I need to do is to multiply both sides by this expression here. So let's do that. So put a big bracket round everybody, and then multiply up by these two factors here. Okay, so if I do that, these two here are going to cancel out and just leave me with this. So now I'll be left with 5x squared minus 4x minus 5. And then my 5 is going to stay as it is. I've got 5 times x plus 3, x plus 1. So 5 times these terms here, so I'll just write them in. And with this one here, the x plus 3 will cancel out and I'll have just a times x plus 1. And I will have the x plus 3 will be cancelled out, so that'll be gone. So there'll be no fraction to put in my denominator. And then this one here, x plus 1s are going to cancel out and I'll just left with b times x plus 3. Okay, right. Let's multiply everything out. So now I've got 5x squared minus 4x minus 5, and let's just multiply this all through. So this one here will give me x squared plus 4x plus 3, and then multiply all that by 5. I'll have 5x squared plus 20x plus 15, so that's all that taken care of. Then I'll have a times x and a times 1, so that's just an a. And here I'll have b times x and b times 3, so I just write 3b. Okay, so now what I need is corresponding coefficients. So these coefficients here for x squared should match what I have on this side. So I've got a 5 and a 5, that's fine. So let's get all the x squared terms together. So then I'll have x squared and then just a 5. So that's the only x squared term. Now let's get all the x terms. So now I'll have plus x times, got a 20 there, an a there, and a b there. And then get all my integers, so my constants, 15, an a, and a 3b. So plus 15 plus a plus 3b. Okay, and they should equal the corresponding coefficients of these. So now I've got 5x squared minus 4x minus 5. So I've got x squared and 5, that's fine, they can cancel each other out. That's the same. So now my x's, they should equal minus 4. So I've got 20 plus a plus b should equal minus 4. So 20 plus a plus b should equal minus 4. And then this one here should equal this constant here, which is minus 5. So now I've got 15 plus a plus 3b equals minus 5. Okay, well, let's get this 20 onto this side. So I've got a plus b, that will equal minus 4 minus 20, so that's minus 24. Now if I take the 15 on this side, I'll subtract it, so that'll become minus 20. So a plus 3b equals minus 20. So a plus 3b equals minus 20. Right, I've got two a's here. So now I can just subtract these two equations. So this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Let's just subtract them. B minus 3b will give me minus 2b. And then minus 24 minus minus 20 will give me minus 4. So now I've got minus 2b equals minus 4, so therefore b equals 2. So that's good. That's my first building block, b equals 2. So I can put that into there. And now I can substitute b equals 2 into one of these. So let's put it into here. A plus b. Let's just check these out, keep these separate. A plus b equals minus 24. b is 2. So now I've got a plus 2 equals minus 24. So therefore my a equals minus 26. Okay, so I can plug in minus 26 into there. So change that to a 26, change that to a minus sign. And that completes our answer. Okay.